but Paul is finding spiritually encouraging relationships, and we have to see that. When Silas and Timothy come and arrive, it seems like a whole new ballgame. Verse 5, when they came, Paul was compelled by the Spirit and testified to the Jews that Jesus is the Christ. He's got his game back on. He's got his boldness back. He'd been reasoning in the synagogues, but laying low. Who wants to spark up another controversy? I'm out of friends. I'm out of money. I'm out of everything. I better just go to church and teach, but don't teach something that's going to stir up the trouble. But when my buddies, when his boys arrive, when his team gets there, coincidentally, the Spirit compels him to start talking about Jesus. You know, that's true about relationships. Have you noticed that? I feel a spiritual boldness just being around certain people. It's like they stir me up. Yeah, let's go for it. A boldness that I don't have when I'm with myself, you know. Being with yourself is a horrible place to be. There's something about getting together. Now, listen, relationships are important. And if you want to thrive spiritually, you've got to look for those that are thriving spiritually. You imagine that somehow you can hang with those that are lukewarm or not really on fire, and that somehow they won't affect you. They will, and not in a good way. Now, I'm not talking about reaching out and trying to disciple and bring others up. There's a place for that. But when you're weak and you're discouraged, that's not the time to go find others to commiserate with your misery. Is that a right word, commiserate? Yeah. That's not the time to look for other people that are discouraged and downcast. It's a time to look for those that will pray with you, those that will encourage you in the Lord, those that have weathered a few storms themselves, and together, you know what this is. We've got to just hold our course. And Paul seems to find these men, these women, and it seems to compel him spirit. So when you're down and out, look for those that can come alongside and encourage you, strengthen you. It's unfortunate that oftentimes misery loves company. And you know, I want somebody that will just be miserable with me and complain. And then that leads. You know that marriages have been compromised because somebody who understands me at work happens to be somebody that's married to somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't always work out that way, but you have to be on guard. Listen, when you're discouraged, emotionally vulnerable, the enemy is looking to take advantage of you. And so that's the time to be on guard. That's the time to be looking for those that would encourage. These are just practical things. Do what you can. Work. Do what God has given you to do. And then look for those that you can run with, those that will encourage, those that will keep you going in the right direction. Those are the people you want to build your life with. A third practical thought is to be realistic